Hey YouTube family, what's going on? Uh, I just got off of work and I'm sitting here freezing, honey, freezing. Sitting here all day on this daggone computer. I swear I'm like stiff as a board. And if I get up to walk, I probably ain't gonna be able to get up. But anyhow, I said let me reach out back to my people tonight before I take it down. And it's like uh but I said, you know what? I'm just gonna fall back from, this section of my life and get something to eat and get some clarity and relax, had a really called attention breaker and I'm just like I just wanna rest. But I can't rest until I stop getting this thing on the ground. So I don't know why I thought of this, but I just was thinking of something funny, when you being sitting in thought and stuff. And I was thinking about the day that I was in traffic court and I was like, had a traffic court hearing and I forgot about it. And I woke up the next day, I was like, oh, you got court today, you got traffic court. I jumped up and, got my little hygiene together and stuff. And I was running down the steps and I had started, getting dressed in my bathroom. But I ran downstairs and, finished in the downstairs bathroom. And I was like brushing my teeth. You brush your teeth and you gargle and do all that good stuff. And then you wipe your face with, your washcloth. Well, I was got them doing that. And was looking for the washcloth. I was like, damn, you left it upstairs. You're downstairs, duh. So I grabbed some tissue and I wiped my mouth like that. And I run out the door and jump in the Uber. And I get up to the court here and then the judge is like, oh, you're late. And we found you guilty in your absentia. I was like, absentia? Like, what does that mean? Right? So she was like, meaning you was found guilty, you know, why you wasn't in here, why you wasn't here in your presence. So I was like, what? You did that? I was only like 15 damn minutes late. And she was like, well, yeah, whatever she said. But anyhow, I was like, damn, that is crazy. So so I said, Dad, that's messed up. So I walk out, and then I thought about it and I said, that is really messed up that she did that to me. So you know me. I said, I'm gonna go back and tell this judge a piece of my mind, right? I'm gonna tell the judge a piece of my mind, okay? So I go back up to the the courthouse and I sit in the thing in the pew and I'm like waiting for her to, call, wait for her to get done with what she was doing so that I could, address my situation. So she was like, talking to this one lady. Now she was handling somebody, and then when she got done talking to them, she addressed another lady, and the lady was late too, but she was like to the lady, she was like, "Oh, I'm here. I'm right here. I'm late." She was like, "Oh, are you?" And she was like, "Oh, well, I just tell them to bring your stuff back out, and I'll sit down and we can go over your case in a minute." You know me. My head spent around, honey, like I was possessed. I was like, "What?" But she ain't say that shit to me. I mean, that she ain't say that to me. And I said, "But that ain't right." So I let her, handle her business. And then she gonna look up over her glasses like this and say, "And Mr. Steele, what can I do for you?" And I said, ma'am, excuse me. I said, I don't mean to be disrespectful. I said, but I was coming back to ask you a question about something else. But while I was waiting on you, I mean, waiting for you to get done helping other people, helping them, but you ain't really helping them. You sentencing them. I don't know how much the help that is. But anyway, I was waiting for her to get done. And, when she got done and I addressed it, I heard her telling the lady that it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Hold on. I gotta take care of you. But that's not the same energy she gave me. And I was like, damn, why she ain't, treat me like that? I was only 15 minutes late. So I said, Your Honor, I don't think that that is right. That you told me that you was gonna that you sentenced me, my absentee, but you gonna tell her right there, same situation as I have, similar. We're late, we're both late, and you tell her that you'll bring her stuff out and handle her stuff, you know, like it wasn't nothing. It just told me basically take a hike. And she was like, and I also said, and I said, and I don't think that's right. I said, if you want to, bench and your job, you should be, being fair and stuff. You should be. I'm back like I'm looking at her and oh, crazy. You should be fair. Because you're judging people with something that humans really can't do, and you're doing that. So I feel like you got a big old piece of coal hanging over your head. So you got to really watch how you conduct yourself. And I let her know how I felt. And on my way out the door, I don't know, I said some fly stuff. You know me, I said some fly stuff. So the I guess the constable heard me. He was heard all that commotion. He was like, "What? What's going on in this courthouse?" He, flew back to the court, and asked me what was going on, and I told him what was going on. I was like, basically, mind your own damn business because I just handle my business. I don't need you. So why are you in my damn face? Basically, is what I said to him. Well, honey, we gets outside of the courthouse and I'm still giving him a piece of my mind. And I told him, I said, I'm in all this damn pain, rushed up here to get up here. She gonna tell me that she found me guilty without me being there, but somebody else was late. She didn't find them guilty without them being there. I said, so I think I got a right to say something. I said, I'm in pain, 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 pain. And I really got up here hard, fast, quick and for her to do that to me, I felt some type of way, you know. So here go the funny stuff. And then he said, well, I be in pain too, but I don't act like you. I said, well, first of all, first and foremost, I said, sir, you're not me. Oh, honey, when I read him, I said, how dare you compare your pain to my pain? Like, who the heck are you anyway? Honey, guess what he said? He said, and what's up with all that white stuff around your mouth? I said, oh, no, the hell he didn't. I said, because I'm thirsty, probably. That's what it is, right? That's all I could think of. And I said that old crazy stuff. And then zoomed off, honey. You hear me tilting my head and zoomed off on back home. So I, wiped my damn mouth off like smart ass motherfucker, wipe my damn mouth off 'cause I'm all hyped up, got pooky looking white, mouth. I gets home, honey, and I go look in the mirror. And when I tell you what I see when I looked in the mirror, I almost died. There was all this white shit all the way around my mouth. All the way, but not just here, but all the way around my mouth. And I said, so when I was sitting in the courtroom when I got there all late, you mean to tell me I had all this white shit around my mouth? And I'm sitting in the courtroom, the judge probably said, oh, get this head out of here. Okay, boom, I found you guilty. Just basically get out. And I'm like, oh, why did she treat me like that? Boom, then I go out and I have to lay them out, and then the man to see me and then said to me that old smart ass stuff. I was horrified, y'all. I was horrified at how I was treated by these people. And Then when I got home, I understood why. These people thought I was on drugs. They thought I was on some old hardcore stuff or something. Because I was foaming at the mouth, damn near let them tell it. You hear me? But that was all in a rush to get up there to be on time. You hear me? And when I tell you I was a hot, hot mess, that I said, oh, no wonder they treated me like that. Because I couldn't understand, my feelings was hurt. They was hurt. But especially when you going tell that lady what you told her after you told me that. Yes, yeah, it was crazy, but I just thought of that while I was thinking after I was getting off. I just got off work and I'm unwinding, and I just said, I'm always posting some crazy stuff about the business. Let me, post something funny to make somebody laugh. But that was hilarious. That my stomach hurts right now just thinking about it. But that day was a mess because first of all, I jumped up running late and then remembered I had this daggone, traffic court. And I'm like, oh no. Get up there, honey. I look like Pookie. 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 Hey, Pookie. And I couldn't understand why they treated me like that. So I'm like, no, why me? Why are y'all doing me like this? Then I get home and see that. Y'all know I was gagging. That was called a gag moment, okay? That's called B made me gag, honey, okay? I gagged. But that is hilarious. So, I'll be promoting my channel. I'll be promoting my smoke shop, but we started off on this, this journey as something fun. You know what I'm saying? Something that happens at the spare of the moment. You know what I'm saying? Those little funny things that happen in our day-to-day lives is so funny. That sometimes we don't even need TV. Only thing we need is, YouTube, okay? That's all we need. And that's what made me think of that. And yeah, I got my KFC jacket on. I'm in this house freezing, honey. The air is so cold you can't find no in between. Like it's either hot or cold. And I got the door open because it's to bring the heat in to even it out. Because it's like either you're gonna be freezing cold or you're gonna be hot. It ain't no in between, but I need that in between. So I opens the door up. I put a jacket on because I just can't find that in between so that I'm comfortable like this. So that's why I got on a winter jacket in the middle of the winter. And I got KFC on there because this is a good jacket, even though KFC. But anyhow, that's another topic for another show because we're going to get into it about her too. Yeah, I said her, Miss KFC. Miss KFC. Yeah, them sis. Ooh, oh, no. Anyhow, yeah, we're going to talk about them because they vicious, honey. You hear me? And I got to put it out there because I've been being nice. 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 But I have this few things to say. Okay? Just a few things. And I'm gonna keep on moving like I've been doing. I'm gonna keep on moving and get back in my own lane. Okay? But anyhow, this is just a little break the ice video, you know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't gonna hound y'all about Smokey and the Bandit. We're gonna take it on down tonight. I'm gonna relax, watch me some TV, and then, come back tomorrow and hit it hard again tomorrow you know? Okay? That's all I can do is just keep pushing forward, keep pushing forward, keep pushing forward. And that's all that you can do. Okay? Is keep pushing forward. And that's what I'm doing. I'm keep pushing it forward. Okay? I'm moving, keep moving. I think, Nita, is that what it? Keep moving and looking up or keep pushing and looking up? Yeah. Okay. That's what I'm doing. Okay. Because I'm moving out on faith, honey, every day on faith. I have nobody but me depending on me. Okay. And I'm going to move out for me. Because I moved out for all them people over the years. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time for me to move out for me. Okay. Because I am a brand. I am a breadwinner. Okay. So y'all have a blessed evening. All right. I'll see y'all in the morning. bright and early.